This is The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head by Jan Slepian and Ann Seidler. And I want to thank Katie Kirby for loaning me this book so I could read it. There once was a cat named Benda Molina. She lived in a house on Cat Street where cats and kittens lived all together. Brothers and sisters, cousins and friends were in and out and all about. What a noisy place it was. One day, when Benda Molina was playing, she found a shiny pot. She put it on her head. Suddenly, all the noise was gone. She liked the quiet so much, she decided to wear the pot over her ears all the time. The same day, Mother Cat said to Benda Molina and her 9 little brothers and sisters, "I have to take care of a sick friend this afternoon, but oh dear, how am I going to clean the house and cook your supper too?" "Don't worry," said her kittens. "When you come home, supper will be ready and the house all clean. We'll take care of everything." Mrs. Cat took Benda Molina with her to the sick friend's house. "I brought her to run errands," Mrs. Cat told her sick friend. As soon as Mrs. Cat wanted something, Benda Molina, run home and tell your brothers and sisters that it's time to put the fish on to bake." Benda Molina didn't hear what her mother said. Her ears were still under the pot. Everything she heard was all mixed up. "Did she say to put the smish on to fake, or to put the bish in the lake?" Bendalina wondered as she ran home. "Oh, she must have said to put soap in the cake." "Mama wants you to put soap in the cake," she told her brothers and sisters. All the kittens wanted to please Mother, so they put soap in the cake. Almost as soon as Benda Molina got back to her mother, Mrs. Cat said, Benda Molina, I forgot to tell the children to put the soup on to heat. Run home and tell them to put the soup on to heat." Again, Benda Molina didn't hear very well because of the pot. "Put the boop on the beep, mup the moop on the feep." Oh, she must have said to iron the meat. "Mama says to iron the meat," she told all the kittens at home. They wanted to please Mother, so they got out the iron and the ironing board and ironed the meat. All afternoon, Benda Molina ran back and forth, telling her brothers and sisters what Mother wanted them to do. Once Mrs. Cat said, Benda Molina, run and tell the children to sweep out the hall." "Feep out the ball? Meep out the mall? Bleep bitty ball?" Oh, Mother must have said to hang the chairs on the wall, Benda Molina decided. "Mama wants you to hang the chairs on the wall," Benda Molina told the other kittens. The children all wanted to please Mama, so they got out the hammer and nails and hung the chairs up, just like pictures. Soon all the neighbors were gathering around the house to watch. There were so many watching that Benda Molina had to crawl between their legs to get back to her mother. Once again, Benda Molina's mother had a message for the children. "Tell them to be sure to leave the key in the lock. Remember, leave the key in the lock." Benda Molina raced home, saying to herself, "Leave the bee in the smock, smick the smee in the sock, sicky wee woobie gawk." Oh, she must have said to sew the clothes on the clock. "Sew the clothes on the clock," Benda Molina told her brothers and sisters, and to please their mother, that's just what they did. Benda Molina ran back again to her mother. Benda Molina, supper must be nearly ready. Go and tell the children to make something to drink," Mother said. "Make whiffly sink, wump buffalo bink." Oh, she must have said put a horse in the sink. When Benda Molina told her brothers and sisters what Mother had said, they asked Mr. Horse, who lived down the street, if he would stand in the sink just to please their mother. By this time, animals had come from all over to see for themselves what was happening at Mrs. Cat's house. There were big animals and small animals and in-between size animals. Mrs. Cat was almost ready to leave her sick friend when she said, Benda Molina, run home and ask one of your brothers to fix my chair." Up in the air, sticky pear, purple hair. By the time Benda Molina got home, she decided her mother had said, "Ask in a bear." And to please Mother, the kittens asked in a big, friendly bear from the crowd. Just then, Mrs. Cat came home. She saw soap bubbles rising out of the cake and meat on the ironing board ready to bake. She saw chairs on the wall and a bear in the hall. She saw the clock dressed in pink and a horse in the sink. and then under her chin, 10 kittens marked in. "What is the meaning of this?" Mrs. Cat cried. "Surprise, surprise," said the kittens. They thought they had pleased their mother. They thought they had done just what she wanted. "We all did our best," they called out. But Bendamolina was still mixed up. "Ask in the rest," she said to herself. Bendamolina threw open the door and called, "Everyone come in." Mrs. Cat looked at all the neighbors and the friends. She looked at Bendamolina's head. Then she looked at her smiling kittens. She just couldn't stay angry. She knew it was all the fault of the pot. "Everyone can stay for supper," said Mother Cat. But she took the pot off Bendamolina's head and made 2 holes for ears in it. Then she put it back on Bendamolina. "Bendamolina, Bendamolina, give me a hug," said Mrs. Cat. And did Bendamolina give her mother a bug or a rug? Nope. She gave her mother just what she wanted. The end. That is the cat who wore a pot on her head.